Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from July the 29th up to August the 4th. And this is for you coming from Leo. So let's start with July the 29th, which is going to be a reasonably good morning and afternoon period for you. Many emotional planets are there, so in the emotional sense, together with the people you love, or even with you work with or do business with, it's going to go down very well. It's a morning, afternoon of enjoyment. Try not to be oversensitive if something is said that you don't like. The evening and afternoon periods are also very good, except for one planet there, and this is the planet that brings upsets for whatever you are trying to manage or plan, and he brings upsets, this planet, most unexpectedly. So watch out in the evening nightfall. Some programs can change, the timetable may change, there can be a miscommunication, you might get rebellious and upset, somebody else might do that. So a bit of upsets are very possible. Stay calm. Otherwise than that, many emotional planets are still there to help you with the romance side and with the side of enjoyment, and so you'll be doing very well in the evening nightfall session. July the 30th is a Monday, and it's a very powerful morning and afternoon period for you. You can enlarge your area of recognition for yourself by doing something very smart and something very good. So promote yourself to your bosses if you're working, promote yourself to the business that you want, chase for it, and even additional businesses are possible because the planet of expansion is also there. So you're going to be one very lucky and busy person in the morning, afternoon, and having talks with your bosses or talks with possible business partnerships are all looking good. Evening and nightfall, evening and nightfall is about the same planets, and they also do well for you. But they may make you a bit dominating throughout the day. Try not to have that. They might make you stubborn a little bit throughout the whole day. Don't allow that. Be negotiable, be flexible. And in the evening area, there's one planet that likes to put wedges between you and people, meaning that it likes to bring differences between you and the people you are with. So be careful what you say, and try not to want to take charge too much in the evening nightfall session. Relax. If somebody else wants to make the plans, go along with it. That way you will do much better. July the 31st, which is a Tuesday. Now here I have to warn you that the whole 24 hours is going to be full of disarray and misplanning and miscommunication and all kinds of upsets, some of them which come most unexpectedly from the time you wake up right to the end of the day. These planets are really hogging you. And so when you wake up and when you drive to work or drive to business, be very careful. Mishaps can happen. Don't say things which others will not like to hear. Drive carefully, and when you get to work, you will see there's a lot of issues that coming at you unexpectedly, making life very insecure. And so if you are in business, it's the same. Morning, afternoon, you are under pressure a lot. And these planets are very fast. You got to be on your toes. You got to answer the emails. You got to reply any kind of calls, because mismanagement of communication is seen. And take the soft approach, because these planets make you rebellious. You might want to show your arrogance. You might want to use words which are very rough. Don't do that. Take the soft approach. That's the only way to calm down these planets. Evening, nightfall, the same story. And it says evening, nightfall, you will find plans can change, upsets can be seen, accidents, whether verbal, whether emotional, whether physical. Avoid company that drinks too much or looks for trouble, because you may be part of it eventually. And tell yourself there are also long-term planets there. So whether you are out with your business people or the people you work with or the people you love or the romance partner, tell yourself differences can erupt any time. So you have to be very careful what you say and what you do. And there are even two long-term planets there. Throughout the whole day, we only feel the short-term planets. So they come and go and they come and go, giving you disturbances. But in the evening, there are two long-term planets. And long-term planets means that these problems of this 31st of July may go on for a while, for a few days, for a few weeks. So long-term bad news can also be developed very easily. So if you don't have to really be out, just go back to the safety of your home. August the 1st Wednesday, Now that's going to be a pretty good day for you. I like the morning, afternoon very much. You are ready for rewards, you're ready for status, you are doing something good, you're coming to the notice of people who employ you, and if you're in business, you are attracting a lot of good areas. People look up to you, they want to hear you communicate, they want to see what your plans are. So communicate as much as you can in the morning, afternoon period. Show off your mental abilities, your marketing sense, your communication goodness. Show off all this, and you will be definitely coming away with a lot of rewards. I like your evening nightfall as well. Evening nightfall emotional planets are there, so you're going to be happy about it all, and you're going to see that whatever you try and do in the evening nightfall is going to go down very well for you. Evening nightfall, the planets of change are also there, so watch out that some of your plans that you're planning for evening or nightfall may get changed. So double check all these things, and don't become too sensitive if something is said that you don't like to hear. Take it easy. Let's move to August the 2nd, Thursday, and that's a very good day as well. Morning, afternoon, be careful, many emotional planets are there. And it's a working day, Thursday. You cannot afford to plan emotional things or daydream or just see what you want to do later in the evening, have these social calls and think of romance. You can't. Otherwise, your deadlines will go broken and you will not be able to show that you are able to be depended on. So be careful, morning, afternoon, focus on what you have to do. Every time you slip into some kind of daydreaming, mention these 3 words to yourself, which would be reality and logic and facts. And that will pull you back to the present situation where you have to achieve what your tasks are for the morning, afternoon period at work or in business. The evening and nightfall period, many business planets are there. And so the meeting of businesses or the opportunity to get into contact with somebody who can give you a business opportunity, making the good contacts, maybe even winning some contracts, all these are very possible. So you're going to have a lot of luck in the evening nightfall period. You can take charge in the evening nightfall period. These planets are planets of expansion. So they are there to make you have the contacts and expand. So dress well, look good. You're going to meet some people who can help you. August the 3rd, Friday. Now that's a very powerful morning, afternoon period at work. You are put in charge. You can take charge. You'll have the ability from these planets in the morning, afternoon to do very well in terms of planning and leading and become a natural person who can plan the expansion in job or in business. So that's very good. But there's one planet roaming around the whole day. This is the planet that makes you rebellious, makes you not obey rules and regulations, makes you go against some kind of instructions. So don't allow this planet to do that. Tell yourself the whole day, I have to obey rules and regulations, whether in the business you're doing, whether in the job you're doing. And if you have lunch with somebody, it's going to be a lovely lunch, but this planet may suddenly change the plans, and there will be miscommunication, and then there will be stress and anxiety, and there will be unhappiness. So double check all your plans throughout the day. Evening nightfall, I'm not very happy for you. One of your worst planets is there. And this one of your worst planets can bring sudden and unexpected issues to develop. You can change the plan suddenly and unexpectedly. Problems can occur where you are at a loss as what to do, and you will be very anxious about things. So this planet of anxiety takes over in the evening nightfall. If I were you, I wouldn't bother going out anywhere. But if you have to, plans already made, tell yourself that the chance of being let down, the chance of some kind of defeat or failure is very strong. So you'll have to behave at your best. You don't want to create the scenario where people go against you and they definitely do not want to side you or support you. So be humble. Let others take the lead. Let others plan the evening. Just sit back quietly and enjoy yourself. That way you can avoid the presence of this planet. August the 4th, very fast planets are seen throughout the day. And what do? They bring problems very quickly, left, right, center. So if you are working somewhere, you will see that differences between you and colleagues, and also difficulties in getting things done with obstacles and hurdles coming left, right, center. So you have to focus on what is really very important. Don't try to do 2, 3, 4 things. You will fail in all of them. Focus on what's important, tackle that, get that right, and that be enough for the morning-afternoon period. You will also have many people against you or disagreeing with you. So don't want to counter it, don't want to fight it, don't want to retaliate. Tell yourself the best would be to listen calmly in the morning-afternoon period, stick to what your responsibilities are, let the hours pass one by one, because whatever can go wrong is waiting to go wrong, whether you're in business, whether you're in job, whether you're at home, whether you are anywhere. And if you're having lunch with somebody, watch out. A change of plans may just upset anything, or perhaps at the lunch the wrong word said and everything goes wrong. Evening nightfall period, some business planets are there. So you may want to go out with the thought of helping yourself in the job area, perhaps meet somebody, or helping yourself in the business areas, get together and talk about business. Even then, these planets are very fast and they quickly get you into an argument very quickly. So tell yourself, if you're going to go out in the evening nightfall for whatever reason, you don't want to argue. And take your time, go slow, think many times before you say or do anything, because you will be easily rattled and you will be easily upset and you will retaliate very fast. Well, that's the fast Saturday for you. I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life. And I'll do that based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. I'll face read you while I'm Skyping with you as well. And so with all this happening, you'll get plenty of information for me to get your next 7 or 8 years right. I'll give you your lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and your horoscope and your palms. And I'll give you your lucky days and your lucky colors and your lucky gemstones and your lucky directions and all lots more, so that you get yourself right as much as possible. And most of all, I will advise you how to tackle your next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life. Well, I look forward to hearing from you through Skype message or through Facebook Messenger message, or perhaps my email. So go ahead and contact me. And just for USD 50, you'll get everything you want to know for your next 7 or 8 years. Until then, thank you and good luck.